I got 1 hour to shoot this. It's a Halloween thing tonight, fancy dress, got to go into town, get stuff, blah, 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 blah. There is 7 days remaining. That might not sound like a lot, but as a filmmaker, you can do a lot in 7 days. 7 days.
Imagine it's 4 a.m., you're home alone, and you hear a thunderous knock at the door.
The film we made, even though it wasn't obviously a proper entry, there was no storyboard, very limited planning. We came up with that in like a day or two, and you have 7. So I think you can still do something pretty good. But the question you're probably wondering, some frame. Why would anyone bother? You're not getting paid for it. There's a very small chance you're actually gonna win the competition. It's a lot of work. And you've got a lot of other stuff to do this week. There's this quote I always think about. Bing! You get more of the work you do. And this is so true. You know, if you want to do more of the filmmaking stuff, you have to actually do it. And at the start, it's really hard. It's, you know, it's working evenings, it's weekends, it's sacrifices that you don't really want to make. I don't know, I'm missing friends' birthdays, and even though I'm going out tonight, that's not a good example. Okay, so because of that, I've moved the studio to the car, which I can actually think in here, so this is good. I've drawn this like weekly chart or schedule. It's on this rolly bit of paper, so it's quite hard to see. So I think typically most people have, you know, a 9 to 5 working week where they do things that pay the bills. With me, I do video work for corporate companies, commercial stuff, branded content, stuff like that. And that's not always as exciting as it sounds. So that pays the way Monday to Friday. And I've got evenings and weekends here in green, which I kind of see as time that I can use to try and change what I do during this time, which is always the majority of time. Majority of all time. But yeah, this is the majority of everyone's time, really. The more work and passion that goes into these bits, the more it'll infect the week. The working week, because people start to notice your passion and then slowly it takes over. So like I still do a lot of work that I don't really want to do, but I have to do it because there's, you know, bills and commitments and stuff. But I am noticing the more I work after that and around that on evenings and weekends or whatever, the more it is shifting. So that is why I think competitions like this are super useful to try and edge the direction for your next whatever for the future. So if you want to be able to wake up in the morning and do this filmmaking stuff for a living, show us what you can do over the next 7 days, and don't give up when you don't win. It takes years, but if you want it enough, you'll do it just fine. Yes to that. And in other news, I need to sort out my Halloween costume for tonight. How long till it closes day?
7 days.
Yes!